Well, good morning again, everybody. Ryan O'Hanley here in the broadcast booth with Blair Ivans, who will be doing the play-by-play. Blair is just getting his notes ready for the commentary, but we've got the Adelaide Generals versus the Brisbane Blitz in the gold medal game. This is going to be, we think, an excellent hockey game. It's a repeat of last night's preliminary finals, and I think it was a very close game, and both teams are evenly matched, so we're excited to see what I think is going to be an excellent hockey game. Good morning, Blair.
Good morning, Ryan. Yes, I think we're in for a treat here in this gold medal match. Obviously, there's a few factors in play. This is Brisbane's 8th game in this event in the last 100 hours. We were talking about that in the last broadcast, and only Adelaide's 6th game. So from that perspective, obviously, tick towards Adelaide. But at the same time, Brisbane has a bigger bench, so they've had a few more players to get through those extra
spot
games.
On. They've got a little bit more depth, but Adelaide, being the first seed coming through the tournament, obviously got the easier path, which is the way that this tournament was set up. So we'll see how that factors in. Adelaide's certainly better rested than Brisbane, but again, when it comes down to a gold medal game, it's amazing what energy you can find if you when you're in that situation.
Absolutely. And goaltenders for this game, I understand that Patrick Ivans is back in goal, backstopping the Brisbane Blitz. I think it'll be his 5th game so far, which is one of the heavier loads of the goalies here in this event. And we haven't been told yet who the starting goalie for the Adelaide Generals.
Yeah, they've been keeping their cards close to their chest, so I guess we're going to find out when the puck drops. So, nice little bit of a ceremony here by both teams. This is ladies and gentlemen, this is in honor of Kyle Clark, who tragically lost his life after the 2020 season. He was a member of the Adelaide Generals and a longtime player with the Australian Junior Ice Hockey League. So I think a very nice fitting tribute to the late Kyle Clark.
And that was nice, respectful tribute.
Like I said, we've been saying this all week about the camaraderie amongst our players, and it really is a wonderful, touching thing to see something like that. The players come together for somebody that they all knew and was well respected by all members of the Australian Junior Ice Hockey League.
Indeed it is. Well, here we go. This is the gold medal game, the final match in the Australian Junior Ice Hockey League Championship for 2022.
It's been quite a week. We started on these players came in on Tuesday night, and the tournament started Wednesday. So it's been a long week. But yeah, we're at the finish line, and let's hope it's a fantastic game.
Well, if yesterday's game between these two teams is any indication, yesterday it was 2-2 going into the third. Adelaide was able to get one in the third and win it 3-2. But if it's anything like that, we're going to be in for a rocking good game.
And I think as we discussed with when they played yesterday, the difference in sort of styles of play with the high scoring Clifford brothers up front for Brisbane against the more stingy defensive play of Adelaide, and Matus Trinka has gotten the start for the Adelaide Generals, which not really surprising. He has likely been the top goaltender in the tournament thus far.
He certainly has the best numbers. I was looking at the stats yesterday. With Jeremy Friedrich being a longtime stalwart of the Generals, I was wondering if he might get the start, but they've gone with Trinka. And game underway here. Off we go in this exciting gold medal match. And Blitz moving it out of their zone. Lockie Clifford up to Will Clifford, unable to control it. And regrouping are the Generals. Coming up through his zone, long pass over to Chen on the right wing. It evades him and Swanson picks it up. Looks like he's going in behind the net, but comes back this way. Lockie Clifford, big flip Does not clear the zone though. Well kept in there by Doyle. He's been dangerous. And taking away the space of Clifford there was O'Handley. And puck back to Generals control, flying through the middle. We had Noah Maley.
Well, good solid body check by Daniel O'Handley there. And just a little shout out to my other son, Morris O'Handley, who's in Kenniston, Saskatchewan, played for the Kenniston Blizzards last night, an 8-1 victory over the Rosetown Red Wings in the Sask Valley Hockey League.
I love it.
Good morning, Morris.
And we got McKay for the Blitz, gaining the zone and a long shot off Trinka, easily patted away. And quickly out through the zone come the Generals. One of the Brisbane defense fell down on the play. Rippon was out of the play there, that was lucky. And player brought down Valancourt, but no call.
Well, it was like Mulcahy made a nice play. He made a nice read that the defenseman had blown a tire there and came in to cut off that attack by Adelaide. So good heads-up play by him.
One of the more experienced players here on the Blitz team. And good to see his hockey IQ working out for him there. And Dalgety pinching in for the Blitz, keeping it into the zone, but nobody down there to pick it up, although it comes up front. Ben Warden with a nice little move and a shot, and first shot on the game, and first save goes to Trinka.
Yeah. Again, a little bit of a feeling out, I think, period here. It seems to be not quite the same pace that we had yesterday, but similar, I think, we'll have to the first game where they had a bit of a feeling out for a few minutes, and then I think the action will ramp up.
Yeah. No, I think you're right there. We may even see a little bit longer. There's no great rush in this game. It's the final game. There's no planning for the future. There's no worried about pacing yourself, so to speak. So we'll see if they come out hard or if they just ease into it. And Blitz with that strategy we've seen before, getting it in and getting on top of the D in the other team's zone. Laurent turns and shoots wide. Around and behind, where there's a battle on the boards. We got Middleton battling down there. Warden jumping in to help out. Cameron Pope for the Generals. And Middleton comes away with it. Looking what his options are, but Cotton taking it away and coming down the ice. We've got O'Brien all alone up there, but trying to cause some havoc. Will Clifford comes away with it. Will Clifford with some speed down the right side. He takes that shot. Trinka with a nice pad save. And out comes the Generals. Trying to get something happen. Oh, but a giveaway in the neutral zone. And Will Clifford comes in, tries to go 5-hole. Trinka equal to the task. Wow, big chance there for the Blitz early on.
Right, strength versus strength. Clifford versus Trinka. Trinka comes on top in that first battle. I think we'll see a few more before the game is done.
Blitz trying to make the zone, but Adelaide standing them up at the blue line and turning them back. Rippon. Back to Ouimet. Ouimet looking for the pass. He's trying to hit Holmes, but it's too far. And quickly the Generals get possession and back into the Blitz zone. Ouimet again. And behind to Rippon. Two 16-year-old D-men there for the Blitz playing together. Middleton going wide up the left side, trying to cut in, but well kept away by Valancourt. Mulcahy seeing what he can make happen. He's on the puck. He gets it back to Dalgety. Dalgety's shot is blocked and bounces all the way out.
Great shot block there by Noah Malley, captain of the Adelaide Generals.
And here comes O'Handley battling down low with Dalgety. Trying to make something happen. Puck comes up for Pope. Pope seeing what he can do. Doyle in there as well. O'Handley, three Generals players. And a nice job by Pope to chase that down and bring it out with a shot. And that goes wide. Generals putting on a good forecheck here, making it difficult for Blitz to get out of their zone. Shot wide there from Doyle on the point, but the puck stays in. And we've seen this before, haven't we, Ryan? This hard forecheck from the Generals.
Real hard, relentless forecheck.
And some fresh legs coming on for everybody, but O'Hanley picks it up with a chance for a shot here, but he's pushed wide by Katakovic, the captain of the Blitz. Katakovic's all over him. He's got to be careful he's not getting that second hand wrapped around and be called for holding. Blitz having a hard time clearing the zone. It's a battle in there. Doyle loses the glove over the bench into the Blitz zone. Katakovic dumping it in deep for the Blitz. And Robson picking it up from behind the net. Passing it around to Doyle. Doyle seeing if he can find Boyle, but no, stepped up by Rippon to take that away on the boards. Rippon going wide, trying to get it back to Sheridan covering on D, but just missed the pass.
I say Adelaide got stuck on the ice a little longer than they wanted to, but managed to get a change in.
Warden trying to make his way down. Robson saying, "Nuh-uh, not down this side, young man." Taking away his space along the boards. Battle for it, and it gets knocked in behind the Generals' net and being brought out by Robson. Robson over to his D partner, who makes a nice pass all the way up to Chen. Chen looking for support. Tries to get it into the middle, but the Blitz are there to clear it away. Ouimet to Warden. Warden needs a change. He's been out there for a few minutes in this one, I think. A few players battling for it, and it comes down far side in the Blitz zone, and they clear the zone. Oh, could be an icing, but no. That was good draw weight to prevent that icing there. Everybody's resetting, fresh legs on both sides. Up the board to Chen, who just tries to knock it by, but Dalgety picks it up. Dalgety across to Ouimet. Ouimet moving it up to Middleton. Middleton makes a move at the line and puts Clifford offside.
Well, we're off and running. The intensity's ramping up. Looks like we got the makings of a heck of a hockey game here.
Indeed it is. Very patient there on the referee's part, allowing that final change for the Blitz. Pope buddied off by Clifford. But the Generals whack it in, no icing on the call. That was curving, that all hit the side of the net. I think Ivans was a bit surprised by that. But nonetheless, no problem. Lockie Clifford knocking it ahead and getting on after it. Being chased down by Pope. Loses his feet. Tries to stay with it, does Clifford. On it comes out in front. A little loose, but cleared away. And hard off the boards and all the way down. Ivans coming out to play it. Makes a nifty little pass up to Sheridan. Sheridan trying to see who's helping. There's Swanson. Swanson dumping it in and going off for the change. Will Clifford on hard into the corner. Oh, Sheridan with a late hit there, and he's going to get called for that. There's going to be a penalty coming up to the Blitz. That's a late hit by Sheridan over on the boards.
Just a little bit overzealous on the body check there. Adelaide's going to get the first opportunity on the power play.
But until that happens, the delayed penalty does get called, and we're 6-on-5 here with a chance for the Generals. Chen moving up, lots of speed. And we've got a hooking call as well against the Blitz. This is going to be 5-on-3 for 2 minutes.
Oh, huge opportunity for Adelaide.
It is indeed. We've got the original call, which is on Sheridan. I believe that's going to be called a late hit or interference. And then just before the whistle there, we had Mulcahy with a hook on Chen going quickly. And so that's going to be called as well.
I just had a look at the replay of the hook, and yes, got the stick underneath the arms, and that is a textbook hooking penalty. So, you know, the referee has no choice. They've got to make that call. And
here we go, 5-on-3, a huge opportunity for the Generals. to score and put this game first on the scoreboard. Valancourt back at D. They're going to work it around. They're not going to be in a rush here. There it is, Valancourt. Save Ivans, and the rebound comes out and goal.
Well, there's that. We talked about in the previous game about having bodies in front of the net, and having players move. So if you look at the Adelaide power play, they weren't stationary. Valancourt moving back and forth along the line created the shooting lane, and rebound for Daniel Hanley, who's a big body, hard to control in front of the net. 1-0 Adelaide.
And still a minute 46 left in the 5-on-4 power play. That's now the situation. So that was quick, only 14 seconds left away on that one, and now Brisbane still have to kill off a minute 40 of the power play. 1-0 Generals halfway through this first period. And out comes Malley with a head of steam down the right side. They're looking to set up the power play. He's off in the corner. And it comes out to the D. Robson with the long shot. Ivan's able to see that and get an aggressive glove out front and
good save
by that one.
Good save by Patty there with two men jostling in front. Shot from the point again, same sort of thing. Defenseman moving along the line to create that shooting lane, but Patty able to see that. Excellent save.
A minute 8 left in the Generals power play. They've already got one when it was 5-on-3, and now 5-on-4. Long pass across the Chen right up front. Whoa, and a chance there for O'Hanley, put it wide. And Chen setting up again. O'Hanley battling hard in front with Rippon. Rippon having a hard time moving him. Trying to get in the face of Ivans, but Ivans slides across and able to get there and cover that shot from Connor Smith.
Interesting battle in front between Rippon and O'Hanley. Now, as a coach, I would not have Rippon engaging as heavily because you can't release out to play that block that shot that Connor Smith had at the side. So if that's going to continue, then that'll open up the sides for Adelaide. So I would have less engagement, front the man, block shots, but not be so worried about engaging with them.
Well, see how this goes. There's a long shot, blockered away by Ivans. There's been a few shots in this power play. And the General is looking for more with 35 seconds still left. Pope. Cross. And then back to Doyle. Doyle with the shot. Rebound comes out. Dangerous situation here. But cleared away, and Sheridan able to get it and clear it down the ice. There was a loose puck in front there. That was a dangerous situation. Blitz going off for a change, so a long pass from Trinka up to Pope trying to catch them, but it didn't happen. However, Doyle a few moves in front. Oh, and here's a chance for Will Clifford. He's got brother Lockie with him. Will takes the shot himself. Blocker saved by Trinka. And the penalty's over, back to 5-on-5 play. Short-handed opportunity there for the Blitz, but Trinka again equal to the task. Will Clifford up through center. Cross to Middleton. Middleton with the backhand. Blockered away by Trinka. Back to the point. Ouimet with the shot. Trying to make some traffic in front, but that gets blocked and knocked away. Ouimet knocks it down the ice, trying to hit Middleton with the pass, but that missed Middleton and went all the way down for icing. Face-off will be back in the Blitz zone.
Adelaide a bit fortunate that they went for icing. They needed to get the puck in deep there and go for a change and turnover. So again, fortunate for them that getting caught on that change, as you know, can be pretty devastating.
It can indeed. 8:31 here left. Draw one by the Generals. Shot by Boyle, and that hurt Middleton. Middleton's down. He's having trouble getting up. He's limping his way over to the bench while Swanson takes control down low.
You know,
Lockie Clifford.
The courage of these young players. They've been blocking a lot of shots this weekend, and Again, we saw that in the previous game, and once again here we see another great shot block.
I think we do. Chan with his speed trying to make things happen. Oh, nice play off to the side and out front where Malley had a chance but couldn't get a good shot on it, and Ivans was equal to the task of the rolling puck.
A nice little setup there by James Williams to the captain, Noah Malley, with the forecheck and hard work by Daniel Chen. This line for Adelaide's actually gelled really well with young James playing with the two older players.
And off the draw, it's in behind the net and picked up by Dalgety. Dalgety's trying to clear it out to Mulcahy, but kept in by Benson. And once again, Blitz can't clear, but now they do. Lockie Fix, they're putting it in deep. Chase is on by Mulcahy, trying to track down the player in behind. Oh, shot comes out and a tip in front, but Trinka was there for it. Pack comes back again and hops over the stick of Dalgety. Blitz need to clear the zone and regroup, which they do. Firing it back in. Trinka intercepts it in the back end, leaves it there for Benson. Benson. And puck comes up to O'Hanley on the boards. He's putting it in deep, and he's going to go battle with the young Ouimet. O'Hanley wins that. He walks out with it. It's lying around in front, but cleared by the Blitz defender. Across it goes to the far side. The shot comes in, but wide. Ouimet battling with Pope. Holmes in there to help out for the Blitz. And in comes O'Hanley. It comes away, but Doyle manages to keep it in for the Generals. And once again, Doyle standing tall, not letting the Blitz get out of their own zone. Katakovic going up the other way this time, but to no avail as Connor Smith was there. Katakovic with a bit of room to skate. He's going for a skate. He's got to be careful, though. And he loses control. Over Katakovic's stick. Will Clifford has to get back and pick it up. Across the rip-on, but Pope closing, not going to let it get out of the zone. In behind it goes Katakovic. Around the boards to Sheridan. Sheridan's got a moment to have a look, and he makes a nice pass to the streaking Will Clifford. Will Clifford tries to get the shot off, but a nice block there by Doyle. And Lockie Clifford comes off the boards. He's looking to get the shot away, and he does, and Trinka square to the shooter. Gets him right in the breadbasket and covers that up, no rebound.
Well, Adelaide's certainly not making any secret about the type style of game they're going to play. They're going to be hard on the forecheck, and Brisbane's going to have to find a way to get the puck out because there'll be opportunities to counterattack if they can.
Indeed they will. When that D is being aggressive and pinching, if you can get it out past them, then there can be an opportunity. But at the moment, down in the general zone, they're clearing it out with Williams along the boards, able to get that out. He's lost his stick, but he's kicking it away. Well, he goes back to get his stick. Rip on, skating up through the neutral zone. Looked like he was going to dump it, but he's carrying it. The defenseman jumping up into the play here, having a look at what his options might be. He doesn't really have any, so he goes back in behind the net where Lockie Clifford trying to bring it out. Nice stick there, though, by Chen to take that away from him. Sheridan backing up his D and back to pick it up. Sheridan, who had a great game yesterday against the Glaciers, firing that in. Play comes around, but Dalgety able to keep it in for the Blitz. And off the boards and out, and Chan, the always dangerous Chan, 2 men on Chan, not letting him get through there while Dalgety picks up the loose puck and moves it up to Mulcahy. Mulcahy working hard to keep it in. Connor Smith working hard to get it out. And up to Chen again, down this left side, and he just fires it in. Ivan's in behind the net to stop it from going all the way around. And Dalgety with the pass, but that misses. And no icing on the call.
They made that call early, no icing, so obviously they feel that the defenseman could have played the puck.
And Blitz firing it back down in and getting on top of it. Warden going hard. He's the first one there. He manages to beat all the Generals players to the puck. Comes around the other side Fixer trying to put pressure on. Jamie Brown pitching up on the boards. Successful pinch, but then unable to follow through. And Katakovic with the puck moves it across to Lucky Fixter. And Warden bounces it in on net where Doyle picks it up from his goalie Trinka and tries to make a play out. He gets over the line, turned back by Fixter. Over to Robson. Robson, Doyle coming up, but he loses possession, and Rippon being very aggressive from his deep position in this game so far. A couple of rushes where he's trying to get into the offensive zone and make some stuff happen. But when that happens, then the forward has to back him up, and it's Lucky Fixter backing him up in this case. Well done, Lucky Fixter, to cover your D. And here comes Pope, fires that in. Wimet back to pick it up for the Blitz. And coaches are calling out, out, out. There's some changes happening, opportunity to move it, but they didn't move it quick enough. Now Wimet's under pressure. He manages to alleviate. Lucky Fixter battling on the board. Sam Holmes right below us here. And that gets knocked in and down the ice. Linesmen don't signal whether that should be icing or not, so it's not. Back into the Blitz zone. Ivans thought it should be icing in goal. He had his hand up. Oh, and here's an opportunity with Swadling going down and gets the shot on. That was another one of those shots where Trinka made the glove save. Could have made the pad save, but that would have had a rebound out to the charging Blitz player.
Would have kicked the rebound out to the player driving the net, but well, the pace is ramped up here.
It sure has.
We got a really good pace of the game, and yeah, really exciting hockey.
Opportunities both way. Lots of speed through the neutral zone. I imagine both teams will be looking at how they need to slow down the opposition, because both teams are coming up through the neutral zone with a lot of speed and causing a bit of havoc on some of the rushes. Oh, Chen in there. Chen steals it from Dalgety, but he can't get the shot on goal. And now Valancourt stepping up and battling down low. But coming away with it is Katakovic for the Blitz. Katakovic coming around the net. He's being hounded there by Malley. Katakovic thought he had a little hook there when he lost the puck, but he's retained it. Oh, and Katakovic surprised to get through. Chance there. Oh, and Lucky Fixter with a shot that just goes wide. And there's a change for the Generals. Blitz trying to be quick and take advantage of that, but not quick enough. Generals get the change, and all players back on the ice. Lucky Fixter in hard with the battle on the boards. Currently 2-on-1. And puck is held. And the whistle goes. A little chance for Chen down there. He beat Dalgety in behind the net and had an opportunity to walk out.
Absolutely. I mean, hockey in a lot of sense, in the simplest form, is really about a puck race. And if you can win the race to the puck, you're going to have opportunities, and that's what Daniel Chen did in that play.
All right, 55 seconds left in this period. Glaciers win the draw in their own zone. Back in behind, Robson with it, moves it up to Pope. Pope trying to find the charging O'Hanley at center, no luck, but Pope gets possession again. 38 seconds here, Wimet's going to dump it in. Okay, he charging in for the Blitz. Rippon pressing up, taking a chance there, and Pope able to get a pass and come away with it. He's bodied by Wimet, but in behind the net is Boyle. Taken away by Rippon. And okay, he manages to chop it out. Just 5 seconds left here in the first period. It looks like Doyle's going to be happy to just take it easy. O'Hanley gives a little tip. And that's the end of the first period. A bit of a slower start, as you mentioned, Ryan, but really ramped up there.
Yeah, it really did. I think just, the amount of hockey that these players have had over the week, I think that accounts for the slow start. You got to kind of get the legs back underneath you, and certainly once that happened, this game is elevated its pace, its physicality, and it's you know, some chances both ways, but it's been a lot of back and forth. It's not, you know, Adelaide had some sustained pressure early, but really since then it's been a lot of back and forth with not a lot of sustained offensive zone pressure. So obviously, team's doing a good job defensively and getting pucks out. Yeah, bit of a ping pong match, you might say.
It has indeed, and a lot of speed through the neutral zone that we touched on earlier. Getting into the zone, both teams getting it in deep, and that's probably why they're not getting any sustained pressure. They're dumping it in, and if you can't get in on top of it quickly, then the other team has an opportunity to make an effective breakout and get out.
Cheat on those dump-ins, and you start to, you know, because you need to get to the puck quicker, so you tend to cheat, and then you might lose your gap, and that opens up the middle of the ice. We need to see if that develops over the course of this period.
Yes, that's absolutely something to watch. For those at home who don't know what we're referring to, I'm going to get Ryan to explain a little more in detail what the gap is. When he talks about the gap, that's the gapping between the rushing forward normally and the defending defenseman, and Ryan's going to just talk through that for those who aren't quite so aware.
Basically, it's the distance between the defenseman and the player that they're defending, right? So through the neutral zone, we really want defensemen to keep about a 1.5 to 2 stick length gap. So that's the distance. Any more than that, you give the forward too much room to cut to the middle. So you want to be nice. We call a tight gap on that forward, so that really they have one way to go, and that's the outside, and you can control them. So if your gap's too big, it gives the forwards too much room, and we'll see if that develops over the course of the game. And
if you close up quickly and you end up with too small of a gap, what's the challenge there that can evolve?
Well, too small, you just you might get caught flat-footed, and the player might, you know, might be able to get around you. So, but again, if a defenseman's a really good skater, they can have that tighter gap because they'll use their skating to defend. So, but yeah, we'll see. And again, one of the ways to create gap is to start putting pucks behind the D and force them to go back and retrieve those pucks.
Well, great. Thanks for that, Ryan. And here we go. Puck drop for the start of the second period in this 1-0 gold medal game. Katakovic off the boards up to Warden. Warden carries it in over the line. Gets it in deep where Laurent is trying to jump on Robson. Right, the puck is cleared out of the zone. Warden turning again. Sheridan just a little flipper in on goal. Trinka handles it and gives it off to his D. Quick breakout up to Doyle. Up to Boyle and out, but then straight back in by the Blitz. Doyle back on D, having a look. What are his options? He sees O'Hanley on the boards. O'Hanley up off the boards to Boyle, but quick step up by Katakovic. And he dumps that back in and gets off for a change. And Robson in behind the net, looking for a way out. And the Generals find it with O'Hanley dumping it in and chasing it down. He's got Swanson on him, and Swanson with a nice stick to poke that away from O'Hanley and around on the boards where Middleton's trying to get it out, but to no avail. Oh, and a bit of an errant puck there to Connor Smith, who comes around and shoots it wide. Generals trying to set something up here. There's a battle to get it out, and it does clear the zone. Good job by Ben Warden to make sure that exited the zone, and a pass on to Chen. Chen just offside there, and the whistle blows.
Just stepped over the line a little too quickly there, but good outlet pass. I think that was Connor Smith that made the pass over, but yeah, good start to this period as well.
Well, and it sure doesn't seem like there's any fatigue at this point. All the hockey these guys have played, everyone's going hard. It is a gold medal game. And into the neutral zone and back to Ouimet, who picks it up and have a look around what his options are. Some nice coverage there in the neutral zone, not allowing anything on the pass. And indeed, the puck comes free and Malley picks it up and gets it down into the Blitz zone.
That's right, Adelaide, good defensive structure there so they don't get caught. Can't give up an odd man rush.
Chen back to his D and gets it back. Shot in on Ivans. Puck cleared in behind the net. where Chen is looking to make something happen. He turns, he twists, and he twists back the other way again. He's looking at his D. Oh, and his D fans on it, and Lockie Clifford with an opportunity down here. Oh, and he shoots wide. That puck was rolling, I think, and that was up on edge, and he couldn't quite get everything that he wanted on it.
Yeah, spot on the puck. The puck was up on edge, and again, as we've discussed before, without the ice cut, so we're the ice is getting a little bit rough, a little bit, so you're going to have more pucks that come up on edge, and also, Trinka made the read that Lachlan Clifford had no support, so he came quite a ways out of his net there and really didn't give him much to shoot at.
Yeah. All right, and after that icing call, no change for the Generals, so they're a little bit tired. They've been out there for a minute, so a little opportunity here possibly for the Blitz to take advantage of some tired bodies, but the Generals are going to clear it now. I suspect they're going to dump it in and get a change. Oh, nice body, Katakovic on Chen there, not allowing him to get through.
Well, that's an example of tight gap.
Indeed.
Right? You take away that space really, really quickly.
On Mulcahy, he fires that down the ice, but no icing is the call. Another one that was good draw weight.
You always have to have a curling reference or two in a hockey broadcast.
Indeed, and the Generals out of their own zone come across to the far side to number 43, Ethan Cotton, but that gets blocked and brought out. Oh, but Pope steals it on a mishandled puck and manages to keep it into the zone. Oh, now something might come of this. There's a bit of a mix-up here on the Blitz. They need to resettle. Oh, and a shot and a tip that goes wide. Mulcahy up, but that's attempted stop by Robson, but gets past him, and the Blitz gets to change just one player. They'd like to change more, but they didn't get that in deep enough. And that is thrown in by the Glaciers. They were just behind this, by the Generals. They were just behind the red line, and as a result, that's icing.
Just a few inches behind the line, but Rehak, the linesman was right there, and it's a good call. I mean, you've got to get the red line in order to get it in.
Yeah, and as a result, Adelaide not changing, although they did get a change in just before that, so they have some fresh players, if not all, out on the ice. Into the neutral zone, Blitz trying to get it in. Oh, and a little deflected attempted pass just goes straight onto Trinka, and he covers up and gets the whistle. And an opportunity now for the Generals to get fully fresh legs out on the ice.
Yeah.
15:46 here left in this second period. This 1-0 battle. The only difference, a 5-on-3 goal by the Generals in the first period. Rippon jumps up from D to keep that in. Will Clifford works down low, getting bodied by Malley. Back to Ryder and Valancourt in there, 2-on-1, but Will Clifford comes to jump in, and that puck gets up and over the boards into the Blitz bench. That'll be a reset down in the General zone.
The importance of face-offs, I think it's something that's not always talked about, but these face-offs in the attacking zone really critical and can make a big difference into the game. Again, another one there that's really won by the Generals because Brisbane can't gain instant control of the puck.
And as a result, Generals get the opportunity to move it out, which they'll do. Connor Smith making the pass up to Chen. Chen trying to make a move to get around, but nothing happening. And the speedy Lockie Clifford chasing this puck down. He's going to try and make a pass out to brother Will, but that gets taken away and knocked down the ice where Swanson has to go back and regroup. Swanson in behind the net to Katakovic. Katakovic quickly up the boards to Sheridan. Sheridan, though, with an errant little tip and giveaway and doesn't get out of the zone.
That's that blue line we talked about. That's got to get over the blue line, so at least, even if it's turned over there, at least Adelaide has to reset from the zone.
Exactly. Now, Will Clifford does manage to get clear, and there's going to be a hook called. There is indeed against the Generals. Will Clifford coming out 1-on-3 there, and he's very hard to handle, and a little hook there on O'Handley called, and the Blitz will go to the power play.
Again, it's that stick when it gets sort of up at the waist level. That's when the referees are really have to make that judgment call, and especially if it gets on the hand. So 2 in the sin bin, and we'll see if Brisbane can take advantage.
And off the draw, Malley wins it and immediately gets it down to the zone of the Blitz. Patrick Ivans out to play it. And the clock's not running, everyone's running. And we've got another penalty coming up to the Generals. So it's going to be a 5-on-3. In the meantime, it's going to be 6-on-4. So the Blitz are trying to set something up. And Will Clifford gets it, and he's coming out of the zone. This delayed penalty is still on the books. Will Clifford coming around, fires it from the side. Save by Trinka. And Warden back to pick it up. Some would suggest that you might want to give the puck away here and just give them the 5-on-3.
That's what they're doing. So
and that's what they've decided to do after that rush, 6-on-4.
The Brisbane bench was basically screaming for the players to give Adelaide the puck, because obviously the first penalty is winding down as this is occurring. So to give them the puck, they would have more time on the 5-on-3. Yeah. So as it stands now, instead of having about a minute 40 seconds 5-on-3, to be a minute 12.
Yeah, but they did have the rest of that time 6-on-4. So once that one attempted rush was done and it got cleared out, that's when they decided to give up the puck and get the whistle on the delayed penalty.
From a coaching perspective, you spend a lot more time practicing a 5-on-3 than a 6-on-4. Sometimes with the 6-on-4, that sixth player, you're not really sure what to do with them, and they can almost get in the way. But certainly, anyways, we've got.
And the referee's just checking on the time clock there and confirming that everything that is up there is correct. So it's a 5-on-3 for a minute 12 here with a Blitz, with a great opportunity to tie this up. Same way that the Generals scored their goal. And Lockie Clifford looking at options, back to Will Clifford. He loses the handle on it and it comes out of the zone. That's unfortunate for Blitz. Now they have to regroup and come back on in. Lockie Clifford, Will Clifford in behind the net, looking for brother Lockie on the boards. Lockie looking across to his D, and indeed across to Mulcahy. Mulcahy comes in with the shot that hits his own player Rippon in front, and Glacier is able to get it and shoot it all the way down the ice. Ivans.
Watching the Adelaide D, they're engaging with the Brisbane forwards in front of the net, which you probably shouldn't be doing with a 5-on-3, because they need to be able to release out and block shots from the sides.
Well, let's see what comes of it in this case now. Rippon in front. He's trying to take away the eyes of Trinka. Nice pass across. Oh, Trinka, good job to get across, but that comes up available, and that gets whacked wide. Lockie Clifford having a look. He's back to brother Will. Will back to Lockie. Lockie in with the shot. Oh, that gets off the body of Trinka, but rolls wide. Lucky for Trinka and the Generals there.
Yeah, just slipped
and
through.
The 5-on-3 is over. It's now a 5-on-4. Sheridan with the shot. Opportunity for Clifford. Nothing doing. Back to Will Clifford. Back to Lockie Clifford. Now it's a 5-on-4. Will with the shot from out. And we've got a crease violation call by the referee, with Rippon being inside the blue paint. You're not allowed to set up shop there. You're allowed to cut through it as long as you don't interfere with the goalie, but you're not allowed to set up inside the blue paint as the opposing player.
Once you're spending the time, a little bit of time in the crease, the referees will blow it down and move the face off outside. So that's a big break for Adelaide to relieve some of that pressure, because certainly Brisbane had good pressure and some good looks and opportunities on that power play.
They did indeed, and there's still 29 seconds left in this 5-on-4 power play. 5-on-3 is exhausted, and the Glacier is quickly off the draw, getting it down the ice. Wimet up to Warden. Warden looking to the far side, in behind Katakovic, who has to go back and regroup. Katakovic off the boards to Warden. Warden's got space. He's going to carry it in. They're going to set up this power play. PP2 as it's called, the second power play. You hear that stick whack, and that's Ivans letting his team know that the power play's over. Watch the guy coming out of the box, and it's back to 5-on-5 play.
Another shot block there on the shot from the point.
Oh, Katakovic, dangerous pinch there. O'Brien could have been gone.
That bouncing puck, that bouncing puck is on a pinching D. That's, yes, very lucky that didn't get past him.
And Ouimet, defenseman with a bit of speed. Up to Middleton. Middleton drops it in. Ouimet and Katakovic off for a defensive change for the Blitz. While that's happening, out come the Generals. Chan up on the boards, but quickly over there is Dalgety, who's just come onto the ice to take that away. And back behind the net, Valancourt across to O'Brien. O'Brien with a long pass up to Chan. Here's a chance for Chan, one-on-one with Ivans. And Ivans able to shut the 5-hole. Chen made the move, got Ivans to commit to the move, tried to go 5-hole while Ivans was moving, and he just got it shut in time.
That was a fantastic pass up the wall to Daniel Chen. I don't know if it was Robson or Valancourt who made the pass, but what an excellent pass. Banking it off the boards right onto the tape, and Chen was away.
Well, Glaciers with Generals win the face-off, and it gets back into the zone after an attempted clear. And away comes the Blitz. Lockie Clifford. He's going down the right side, trying to get out front, trying to see who he can see. He sees Ouimet. Ouimet across to Middleton. Middleton out front with a tip. Oh, and a beautiful little opportunity there with a pass out front, and Middleton with the tip in front. Unable to get it by Trinka, who once again steady and stable in the right place at the right time.
By Trinka, and again, it's just square to the puck, nice and tight, no gaps. And
you can tell we've done a few games here. Twice I've said the Glaciers when I meant the Generals. But please forgive me. Nonetheless, here we go. Ouimet with the shot from the point. That gets blocked off a skate and brought out by the Generals. Boyle just fires it down in deep and gets off for a change. O'Hanley with a big hit there on Swanson in the corner. But puck still comes out to Warden, who gets it in deep. Valancourt back to pick it up and move it along and out the boards. Oh, and a long shot from far away. And that is a goal. There's a lot of expectation that was offside. We're going to see if we can see that on our screen here. But the referees are saying that is a goal. There's a little conference now between referees and linesmen to see if indeed the player was offside.
Way offside. Yes, they were a good.
Yes, and I imagine Trinka in goal is probably part of the reason why he got past him. He was having a look, and he was thinking that was in an offside position, and that shot wasn't going to come, and it did.
Player was way offside on that.
We have the opportunity of replay, and we see that was offside. The referees do not have that opportunity, but they've had a chat amongst themselves, and they've made the right call. If you're a Blitz fan, it's not the call you wanted to hear. If you're a Generals fan, it is, but the reality is, it doesn't matter who you're a fan of. That was an offside position when that puck was shot in, and that goal should not count.
It happened so quickly, right? And the officials have to discuss it. So obviously the official in the zone, he makes the call for the goal. It did cross the line, and then, I think they did the right things. The officials come in together to discuss it, but clearly on my replay, and if people want to wind back the live stream, you'll see there's a Brisbane player standing well inside the blue line when that puck crosses the blue line, and thus the play is offside.
Yeah, absolutely. And at the end of the day, the refs need to have a chat and make the right call. They have made the right call. It wasn't close to being offside. It was a meter offside. Yeah. So it is the right call. I'm not sure what the delay is getting started here now. Everyone's looking at each other. We're not sure why. And no, the referee's going to the benches and explaining why that goal didn't count. And here we go. Playing on. Mulcahy dumping it up to Fixter. Fixter can't make anything happen, and Williams takes over. Long bouncing shot directed to the side where Dalgety picks it up. Dalgety, he can skate when he gets ahead of steam, and he's got ahead of steam now. He's going to try and make his way to the net or look for someone who is near the net. Now he spins around and the bouncing puck gets away from him, and now the Glaciers are coming back. Trying to get past Katakovic. Katakovic says no way, but Malley picks up the puck. Oh, a little bit dangerous there in front, and cleared around on the boards. Mulcahy was on the off wing there, and it made it a bit confusing for the rest of the team. That did not get out, so the Glaciers with a little chance here to come back and make something happen. And once again, can't get it out. Connor Smith, I just said Glaciers again, didn't I? Generals. Generals battling to keep it in, but this time the Blitz do manage to get it out. And here come the Generals again. Chen going wide, seeing if he can find a way, trying to stuff that in as he went past. Nice little play, but Ivan's equal to the task. And that pops by Boyle and gets down the ice under pressure from Mulcahy. Mulcahy working hard against Boyle, but Boyle manages to clear it up, but not out. Wimet keeping it in. Will Clifford picking it up in behind the net. Look, Brother Lockie coming on. Will sees him, tries to hit him in the middle, and it just goes beyond him. Wimet up to Lockie Clifford, who loses the handle on it, but Rippon picks it up. Rippon in deep. Rippon chasing it down on one side, Clifford going in on the other. And we've got what is no doubt an interference call being called on Doyle for taking out Clifford in his attempt to get around him and get to that puck.
Yeah, rubbed him out a bit too early there.
And let's indeed see, Doyle is actually favoring a knee. It doesn't seem to be serious, but he looks like he crashed his knee into something on the way as well. He is limping a bit when he's off to the penalty box.
Yeah, I think probably just may have slid into the boards after the check there, but it was good play by Mikko Rippon to dump that puck in and start that sequence. Yeah, a little bit, just seeing the replay, it was certainly interference there, so good call by the officials.
So an opportunity here for the Blitz with the power play. Ivans in net, makes the pass up to Will Clifford. Will over to Brother Lockie. Lockie fans on it, picked up by Brother Will, who was coming in for the pass. Over to the far side, Rippon just slid over the line before the puck got there. And that will come back to where the pass was made from, which will be outside the Blitz zone.
Yeah, so certainly offside on that play there. Just a fraction, but again, that's a break for Adelaide to get a face off the neutral zone.
It is. Minute 36 left here on this power play for the Blitz. I see that Rippon is up playing forward again, which the Blitz have done a couple of times throughout this. Lockie Clifford in with a good shot and a good pad save by Trinka. Over on the corner, Mulcahy puts it back to Will Clifford on the point. Clifford back to Mulcahy to Sheridan and back to Clifford. He's moving into the center looking for an opportunity. He sees Brother Lockie there, and Lockie can't get a shot in.
Adelaide certainly sticking with that aggressive forecheck on the penalty kill.
They certainly are, and Sheridan brings it up. He's going to carry it himself, and he gains the zone by doing so. Gets it back to Mulcahy on the point. Mulcahy across to Will Clifford. That's a shot is blocked. Oh, and Lockie Clifford fans on another one, but it comes out front to Will. He's going to shoot from there. Oh, and a nice block by O'Brien to take away that shot. Oh, and a chance there for Lockie Clifford, and that goes wide. And Will trying to keep it in. Indeed, he does. Will Clifford with the puck. He sees Brother Lockie on the far side. Nice pass, but Lockie can't handle it.
Yeah, they're really looking for that cross-seam pass, brother to brother there.
And the Generals finally get a chance to knock it down and out. 3 of their 4 penalty killers change with 10 seconds left in this power play. And a long shot in. Chen, first one down in on it, and he knows the penalty's just ending. So it's 5-on-5 hockey now, and the Generals holding the Blitz down into their zone. Blitz looking to change out their power play players now as well. They've been on there for a while. Sheridan being hounded by Malley. Malley not going to let him get away. On a little pass there, up the boards and back, and trying to get out of the zone of the Blitz, and now they're going to find the opportunity to do so. Warden carrying it up. He cuts left, and he's getting bodied down there by Benson, and a battle in the corner. The puck is stuck. Not sure if the refs are going to blow it down or if they're going to say play on. Let's see. Yeah, that comes out. Warden gets it out. Oh, and Wimet keeps it in momentarily, but Williams bringing it out of the zone. Wimet backtracking. He's got pressure from Chen on him. He wants to be sure. And that Valancourt taken away and dumped back down into the Blitz zone right away. Katakovic looking for a way out, but that's stopped by Pope and turned around, turning the Blitz back on themselves. Katakovic attempting again. Lucky Fixter saw the hit coming, got pushed off the puck. Katakovic up to Fixter. Fixter needs to clear the zone, and he does. And Valancourt dumping it back in again.
Adelaide,
and here goes O'Brien.
Forechecking hard, using good angles, and they're taking away all the passing options at the moment.
Yeah, they're doing a good job, but a little opportunity here for Holmes. He's on his own though, and he's got multiple players from the Generals who do indeed take the puck away from him. Katakovic turns and fires that in. And the Clifford brothers back out again. They're looking for a goal before the end of this period here. That's a long pass all the way down and missed everybody, so that's going to be an icing call brought back into the General zone.
Oh, need an opportunity to come up for air there, Blair. That was some furious action.
Well, and for those who know me, I'm not generally a big talker, you know. Nonetheless, here we are, 3:04 left here in the second period. Still this 1-0 lead from that 5-on-3 goal by the Generals in the first period is holding up. And Valancourt looking for opportunities to move it out of his zone, and he does. Rippon going back for it. Makes a little move, but he's being hounded by Boyle. And puck goes up front, and Dalgety fans on it. There's been a few people fanning on some shots here. The ice must be slowing down, and they're getting affected by it. Oh, Middleton, a bad giveaway in front. Malley. Oh, and Ivans is equal to the task with a great opportunity there for Malley on a giveaway off the boards by the Blitz player.
Patrick Ivans, solid save there. Great opportunity for Noah. Just couldn't elevate the puck. I think he wanted to go upstairs, a little bit more of that, but solid save, Patty, in good position there.
So face-off in the Blitz zone, won by the Generals, but picked up quickly by Warden. Warden dumping it in and going after it is Lucky Fixter. But Trinka moves it all the way around and out, and it's a one-on-one here with Williams, who turns back and gets the puck back to Chen, but Chen fans on the shot. Blitz trying to get it out of the zone, and they do. Lucky Fixter up to Mulcahy. Mulcahy's trying to make something happen, but he's being watched closely by Doyle. And Doyle wins that battle and comes away with the puck behind the net. He's cut off by Warden, but manages to get around and get the pass up to Chen in the middle. Chen with the long shot, that goes wide. Williams down quickly into the Blitz zone, picking it up and in behind the net for Chen. Chen looking for Williams, cutting back front, but nothing happening. And clear it up, and Benson moves it across to Boyle. Boyle fires it in deep, and O'Hanley fresh off the ice. He's charging in, trying to wreak some havoc in the Blitz zone. But a nice move there by Wimet to get away. Katakovic with the dump. Valancourt hand pass to himself, forward. Valancourt still going to the net. Oh, and the rebound there, but Valancourt had already gone by. Nice pad save there by Ivans.
It's that rebound that comes off the pads, right? So that's why we want goalies to use their sticks as much as possible in their gloves, but no choice there, Patty. Good kick save, and shut the door.
And some pressure here by the Generals. They're trying to get a 2-goal lead. But, whoa, and a big chance there. Almost for Pope. But cleared away. Generals would love a 2-goal lead here getting out of this second period, and they're trying hard to make that happen. Blitz having trouble getting out of their own zone. And they're a chance to clear it now. Swanson just gonna dump that in, and the Blitz are gonna get a much needed change with 35 seconds left here in the second period. A long pass up to Boyle, who was looking for some help. There wasn't any coming, so he just dumped it in. Jamie Brown for the Blitz around the boards, and it gets out of the zone with 20 seconds left. And that was on goal. Good thing that Smith hit net there, otherwise that would have been icing. And back to Smith with 13 seconds. Across to Doyle. Mouthguard sticking out of his mouth. He makes a nice pass up to Chan. He's got 5 seconds. Oh, and he gets the shot on, and Patrick Ivans is there. Square to the shooter and takes that into the breadbasket, and no rebound.
A good save by Patrick Ivans. Adelaide really playing the dump and chase game well, getting pucks in deep, and they are really working hard on the forecheck. And Brisbane's not having much luck getting pucks out of the zone, and certainly when they do get it out, they do not have getting out with any speed or opportunity.
Well, that is the end of the second period, so a 1-0 lead here. Going to be going into the third of this gold medal match. Trinka standing up at his end, not allowing anything get through. Ivans having a good game at his end as well. The only thing getting through is that 5-on-3 goal earlier on in the first period.
Yeah, excellent 2 periods of hockey. I'm really excited. Again, we got a close game going in the third. It's been consistent all week, and I'm excited to see what's in store for us.
Well, I think we've got a great third period coming up in this gold medal match. So have a break, as we will come back and join us, because this is going to be a cracker of a finish. And we're back here for the third period of this gold medal game. Currently 1-0, Ryan. It's been a great game so far. Close, contested, all the way around, back and forth, up and down. What should we expect here from the third?
I think more of the same. I think that Brisbane's going to come out really hard. That's what I suspect. I think Adelaide's just going to continue to do what they do, and that's get pucks in deep in the Brisbane end and forecheck. But I expect Brisbane try to get something established right away here. Fresh sheet of ice, so yeah, it's still anybody's game.
Absolutely, and I think you're absolutely right. Tactically, from the Generals, would certainly expect them to be dumping it in and going hard on that forecheck. There's no doubt they're aware that they've played 2 less games in the Blitz as well, and the more they can make the Blitz work for it, the more chance they have that it comes out in Adelaide's favor.
That'll be an interesting factor to see if how much that affects the extra workload affects Brisbane in this period.
And off the draw, opportunity for the Generals to try and get through, but thwarted, and Katakovic brings it out. And he dumps it in. He's behind the line when he does that, and that's going to be icing. So immediately face off down into the Brisbane zone.
Yeah, look, linesmen are right on top of those icings. I mean, they're close, but you got to get the red, and I think that's important that they call that, because you know that extra foot. I mean, that can make a difference. But yeah, good call by the linesman again.
And draw one by the Blitz. An attempted clear. First time not lucky, second time was so, but Malley picks it up and he brings it in. Swanson in behind his net, rifles it around off the glass, takes the funny little bounce and gets out past Doyle. Glacier's looking to move it back in quickly, but Blitz there. And Will Clifford, his first rush of the game, he puts it in deep and comes over towards the bench for a change. Mulcahy jumping in on top of it, but Chen picks it up. Chen turning back to weigh his options. He sees he's got O'Hanley up here on the left wing, so he moves it up to O'Hanley, who dumps it in deep. And O'Hanley on it quickly. I don't know that we expected O'Hanley to be there that quick. Good job by O'Hanley to get in there. And attempted to get out, but driven back in by Connor Smith.
Yeah, simple game plan from Adelaide. Just get the puck in deep and go to work.
Mulcahy with a long shot in over the net, and Sam Holmes managed to pick it up and get it out to Fixter, who gives it a little tap, and that goes wide. Attempting to get out, but Swanson there pinching, keeping it in down low, and now the puck pops out. It's in the middle. Swanson with an opportunity. It gets tipped wide. Holmes picks it up, though, puts it in behind from Mulcahy. Oh, some feet taken out there. Mulcahy wondering why there's no call. But Swanson gets a shot, and a blocked shot there. Was that O'Hanley who blocked that off his back?
No, Adelaide's been doing an excellent job of blocking shots today.
And Dalgety defensively playing up. Gets back to Warden. Warden trying to get it on goal. He gets another chance. Oh, and that just goes wide. And Glacier is able to knock it out and down into the Blitz zone, but very quickly now it's back. And we've got Laurent chasing it down, looking for a streaking Warden in front. And Warden couldn't get good wood on that, and it trickles to Trinka, who covers up for the whistle.
Brisbane caught Adelaide on a change there, made a nice counter attack and had an opportunity. Again, I'll just point out the fresh ice. The players will need a few minutes here to adjust. Puck's moving a lot faster than it was when they finished the second, so we'll see how that plays out.
And cleared down the ice by the Glaciers. Race is on. Oh, I don't know why they called off that icing. I thought that was a clear icing from my perspective.
Never signaled.
So now the Blitz got a battle to get it out of their zone. And I think we have got a penalty here against Adelaide for covering the puck with your hand. That went down into the corner. Ref deemed that Daniel Chen covered that with his hand and brought it into his body.
In the scramble, he put his hand on the puck and moved it underneath him deliberately. So that would be delay a game penalty.
So the Blitz with a great opportunity here early after already having a bit of early pressure. A power play for 2 minutes to see if they can get back in this one. Blitz win the draw, but it splits the D, and out it goes. And Lockie Clifford getting in, trying to set it up. He drops it back to brother Will. Will in front to Sheridan. Sheridan with the shot. That's off the shoulder of Trinka and cleared out by the Generals.
Adelaide really changing quick on the penalty kill here, only letting their players stay out for about 30 seconds.
And Will Clifford loses his footing, and as a result loses the puck, and Boyle just whacks it down the ice.
Adelaide changing the game, so it's like every time they clear it, they're making a change.
It's only 45 seconds in, and this is their third power play shift, or penalty kill shift already. Into Sheridan. Sheridan's going wide and putting it out front, looking for the tip. And we've got a penalty here. Rippon getting called for interference on that in front of the net. I didn't see it, but I'm not sure if he pushed the player in on top of the goalie or what happened there.
I didn't see it there, Blair, but I'll have a look here at our...
So with 59 seconds left in the Blitz power play, it's now going to be 4-on-4, and then there'll be a minute and 1 second power play for the Generals afterwards.
So that's obviously a big break for Adelaide for Brisbane to take that penalty. I'm just seeing it here. Yeah, interference on the goalie, so that's what they're saying, that Mikko Rippon could have avoided contact with the goaltender. And he didn't. Probably didn't do enough to avoid contact, and slight maybe embellishment by Matus Trinka, but that's what the goalies are taught to do, right? If you've got that contact, make sure the referee sees it. So,
all right, so some 4-on-4 hockey here for almost a minute, and down into the Blitz zone. Lots of space out there with 4-on-4 hockey. Matt takes it in behind the net, stops quickly. Moves it up to Katakovic. Katakovic sees Holmes breaking out the middle, but pass goes past him. Valancourt picks it up, moves it up to Boyle.
We haven't had much 4-on-4 hockey all tournament, so this is quite intriguing to have it for about a minute all up.
And Warden trying to make something happen here with the extra space on ice. He stops up, and he goes back to the D to Katakovic. Katakovic's got that great shot that we saw on an important goal yesterday in the Glaciers game. But no chance to shoot here. He gets it back to Ouimet, who gets it in to the net, but tipped wide and easily picked up. And the penalty for the Generals has just ended, and therefore it is now a power play, so Blitz allowed to shoot it all the way down the ice, which they do. A long pass up to Chen out of the box. He sees Malley coming in, but a good back check there by Mulcahy to take away the chance that Malley had moving through the middle. Shot, that's way up in the air. Ivan's wondering where it is, and that gets cleared by the Blitz defense. Malley sees O'Hanley on the boards. O'Hanley looking for options, back down to Malley in the corner. Malley's looking back to Doyle on the D. Doyle's into Chen. Chen's got a shot. Oh, and that was tipped up and over the net and kept in on the far side by Robson. O'Hanley puts it back to Malley. Malley into Robson. Robson across to Doyle. Doyle with a big blast, but that hits O'Hanley's skate in front. And the penalty's over. It's back to 5-on-5 play.
You see how Adelaide's rolling people up. Rolling people off the half wall on their power play, which, again, that's that movement that's so critical.
And so Brisbane's got an eclectic mix out here, and no doubt wouldn't mind a whistle to set up some new players. Rippon, he's got to move it, make sure that gets out of the zone, which he does. And he dumps that back down in, and the Blitz get the change that they were after. Generals get to execute some change as well. Back to 5-on-5 hockey here with 13 minutes left in this final gold medal match of the final period. And that all the way around gets past Pope, able to keep it in. Oh, and a chance there for Middleton, who shot that wide on a nice pass out front by Ouimet.
That opportunity was really created because Robson rimmed the puck. I've never been a fan of rimming the puck as a coach, and that's one of the reasons why it almost always ends up as a turnover. Oh,
and that gets knocked all the way down the ice by Blitz, and face off down into the Blitz zone for the icing. Do you want to, for our viewers, do you want to explain that a bit more, rimming the puck?
Well,
what does
Robson
that mean?
Was behind the net. Instead of making a direct pass up to the winger on the wall, he rims it around using the curvature of the rink, and that slows the puck down. And they've actually done some fairly sophisticated stats on it, and it often ends up as a scoring opportunity back against you. So direct pass, I'm certainly more in favor of than that rimming.
There you go. Got to go for the Blitz, carrying it out of his own zone, running into his own player, Clifford. So Ouimet gets it, and he fires it across. Icing is waved off. Valancourt coming up from behind the net with a nice little pass up to Chen. Chen speeding down the left side as he loves to do. He's being watched by Rippon, bodied off, and the puck comes free where Will Clifford puts it around the boards. But that's kept in by Smith. Smith with another chance. Oh, he's trying to go high there, and he goes over the net.
Yeah, so
ref says that
made contact with the
net. Now that was actually shot by the Generals player. To me, that faceoff should be outside because it was the Generals player who shot it, and it came around.
Unless they've deemed there was some contact off of a Brisbane player or the goalie, but
nonetheless, faceoff in the Blitz zone. Generals battling hard in the Blitz zone as they've done all game. But Mulcahy with the opportunity to flip it out. He was trying to find his streaking Lucky Fixter, but up too high and hit one of the rafters, so that'll come back for a face-off in the Blitz zone.
Yeah, right idea. Trying a little alley-oop out, just a little bit too high, and hit one of the rafters.
Scramble draw. Makes its way back. Oh! And that got back to the point where Boyle, no, it wasn't Boyle, it was Robson hit that. I think it was tipped somewhere in front.
That was just one of those, that was, Mighty Ducks fans, you've heard of knuckle puck. That is exactly what that was. Puck was on edge, I think, when Robson shot it. We'll see a little bit of a replay here, but the thing is, you don't know where it's going, and it may have made it contact with somebody, so that's a really difficult save for a goaltender to make. And look, 2-0 Adelaide.
So, Blitz, more work to do to climb back in this one. They did come back from 2-0 down yesterday. Be a hard task for them to do it again. Let's see if they've got it in them. Down low, and Lucky Clifford fighting hard in the corner. Manages to get it back to Katakovic. Katakovic back to Clifford. Clifford with an attempt to Ouimet, but he was covered. Will Clifford moves to the middle, sees Ouimet cutting across. Ouimet tries to get it in, but that gets tipped off of the stick of a defender and up and off the netting.
Yeah, another good play by Daniel Chen to get stick on puck and not allow that shot through to the goalie. So yeah, Adelaide's done a good job of getting the shooting lanes and passing lanes today. So it's good defensive hockey, but so far it's been effective.
So with just under 11 minutes left in this game, face off in the General zone. Rippon, who's playing some forward again, trying to make something happen. Up front, Swanson, shot block. Back to Swanson. He puts it down in deep to the corner where Lucky Clifford, dangerous pass to Brother Will, but he gets it off. Rippon trying to get the puck out to the front of the net. No luck. Swanson pinching in down deep. and tries to make a move out front. Lockie Clifford, but he's thwarted. Puck goes back in behind the net where Clifford moves it to the front again, but a good clearance there by Malley in the right place at the right time.
Great play by Noah Malley. Great positioning as a centerman, being down low, supporting the D.
So back into the blitz zone, trying to get out, and they do, but easily into the Generals' possession. Puck comes up the boards here. Boyle, he moves it along. Will Clifford with a pass into the center to Tyler Laurent. That shot is blocked. Laurent battling in there with Doyle. Pope trying to get it out of the zone and kept in by Will Clifford. Will Clifford with the quick shot from a distance, nicely pushed off to the side by Trinka. And away comes Doyle to Boyle. Boyle's in. Oh, and a shot in. A nice glove save there by Ivans.
Yeah,
that was labeled
save.
Top shelf.
We talked about gap control, and Brisbane D backed in there, giving Tyler Boyle an opportunity to shoot on net, but Patty came up big with that. It wasn't as easy a save as he made it look.
Well, that's the goalie's job, right? Make it look easy.
Absolutely.
All right, so reset here with 9:19. Face-off down in the blitz zone. 2-0 lead for the Generals. Blitz certainly trying to make stuff happen. I just heard a stick snap. As a parent, I always see dollar signs when that happens. And puck goes down into the General zone. Warden turning and firing. But Doyle doing a good job keeping Laurent out of the eyes and screening position of Trinka, and Trinka had a full view of that shot and handled it with his glove hand comfortably. We've got 9 minutes left in this game. Gold medal on the line. 2-0 Generals in front. Blitz really needs something sooner than later if they want to make a charge in this battle. Just a little break at the moment. The Blitz coach talking to the referee. Not sure what the discussion's about, but all done. Referee says play on. Blitz win the draw. And gets shot in down behind the net. Where Valancourt's battling hard to try and get it out. And it pops out in front and brought out by the Generals. Generals firing that down in, no icing on the call. Rippon's got to be careful here, getting out of his own end. He manages to, and he's got a head of steam going down the wing, but loses control, and that gets cleared up to Ouimet. Ouimet across to Mulcahy. Mulcahy tries to dump it in, but that's off the pads of Valancourt and quickly turned around where Boyle just fires that puck around. Swanson on there having trouble off the boards. He's under attack. O'Hanley gets it out to Chen. Chen taken down in front of the net. And no call. Lockie Clifford can't get past on that
nice
opportunity.
Play by Doyle.
And out comes Doyle, a little play off the boards. And around he comes, he's trying to get to the net. And backhand goes wide. Attempted to try and get out, but Malley's there. Malley gets bodied by Lockie Clifford. And Clifford sees a loose puck, sees an opportunity. Oh, and a shot! Oh, and the rebound, but the referee blew the whistle very quickly there as Trinka covered up. Good chance there for an ever alert Lockie Clifford, who some quick speed.
Little indecision there from, or miscommunication between Doyle and Robson on who was going to play that puck. Almost ends up in Adelaide's net. Trinka there to bail them out, but exciting game.
All right, 7.5 minutes left. It's back to Katakovic off the draw, who puts it in high and wide. Middleton down low into Clifford, who back to Katakovic. There was someone in the way, but couldn't get control. Katakovic with that shot. He's in a shooting position, and there he makes the shot, and a good save by Trinka, who covers up immediately.
Exactly what we talked about that this morning too. So the goalies are responsible for that rebound, and so shot on goal, you want your defenseman to get get their stick under the other team's stick so they can't get it onto the ice, and that's exactly what happened there. Matthews covers it up quickly, and still 2-0 Adelaide.
The Blitz pushing here. They've had a couple of opportunities since that second goal went in against them. They're really trying hard to get this back and close this gap and make it a game. Off the face-off, back to the D. Dalgety puts it in deep, goes all the way around where Valancourt tries to get it out. Katakovic keeps it in on the boards. Now it comes around the other side. Pope waiting up on the boards for it, but it doesn't come to him. Dalgety tries to whack at it, but the puck comes away, and O'Hanley with a little squibbler that's come his way. Oh, and he makes it out in front to O'Brien, who roofs it on that little misplay that popped out to O'Hanley. O'Hanley made a nice pass to O'Brien. It ended up being a broken 2-0-1,
and you know, I'm going to give a shout out to Tyson Pope on that. He made a nice play on a real tough. Tyson and Connor Smith along the wall did some good work to get that puck out. That's what created the odd man rush, and that's resulted in the goal. So look, hockey's a team game. They did a nice job on the wall to control that, and 3-0 Adelaide.
Well, and the Blitz in a big hole now. They really need one to have any chance of coming back at all. I think Adelaide's just going to play more of the same. They're going to go and play that dumping game and just try and finish these last 6.5 minutes. Puck comes around. Will Clifford trying to move it to Brother Lucky out front. And that's all the way around and past Rippon at D, and Ouimet over to pick it up. Ouimet being hounded there and decides to turn back. Chan with the long shot up and over the goal. And dumped back in by the
similar
Generals.
to what Sydney did this morning. I think Adelaide's just going to
another errant one there that O'Hanley jumps on straight off the bench. All the way around by Rippon. Lockie Clifford up to Brother Will. Brother Will knocks down his player. Lockie picks it up. Lockie trying to get in, but a good job there by Robson to prevent Lockie from getting through. And flipped out Katakovic. Not much choice there, but just to play it back. And Robson down in his own end, looking to play that out, but that's up and over the boards and out of play. So there'll be a face-off down in the General zone with 5:28 left here. 3-0 game. Generals leading.
Yeah, Adelaide, I think you'll see them. I don't think you'll see them forechecking as hard. Maybe they'll send one player, and I think you're going to have 4 players back in the neutral zone, basically shutting down any odd man rush.
Yeah, but they're still going to play the dump game. They probably won't be as aggressive on it once they do dump it, but
yeah, that's what I think.
All right, trying to get it out of their zone. Blitz not wanting it to get an easy exit out of their own zone, but they do manage to get it. O'Hanley puts it down into the corner. Ivan's out to play it. He plays it back around to his player. Oh, and another bouncing puck. Yeah. Oh, Warden. Swanson's got a penalty there. But an opportunity here. Oh. And just some breakdowns in the Blitz zone, allowing an unmarked Ethan Cotton to come through.
Cotton. So Ethan Cotton has been playing Summer League. Started in Summer League, and he was picked for this team. So what a fantastic moment to be out there. Critical time of the game and to get the goal. So team, you can just sort of see the team real happy for the kid. So great work by Ethan Cotton. Pretty nice assist by O'Hanley on that as well.
It was indeed. Well, 4-0 now. I think the Blitz probably just want to stop the bleeding. It's going to be hard for them to come back physically, mentally. Everything down 4-0 with only 4 minutes left. But as we've said, there's no quit in any of these players, and they're going to keep going to the bitter end and see if they can make something happen. Puck comes out. Rip on over to Wimet. Wimet drives it in deep. Trinka playing it in behind his goal. Makes a backhand play to Doyle. Doyle around to Robson. Robson up to Pope on the boards. And that's down, and Rippon picks it up and comes away with it. Rippon with a head of steam. He's going wide. Contested by Doyle. Oh, right out front, but that just goes through the feet of Lockie Fixter trying to put that in. Mulcahy to Clifford. That's offside. I can't touch it. Swanson. And back and forth through the neutral zone. Dalgety steps up. And back it comes from Valancourt up to Williams. Williams bodied off it by Swanson. Battling hard though is Williams with Swanson. Puck comes loose. And the Blitz bench calling for an interference call there. Can't say I blame them. There was no puck and there was some body on body. Sheridan bringing it out of the Blitz zone. He dumps it in deep. Will Clifford contesting. Oh, and a big hit on Valancourt by Will Clifford. That might be the biggest hit I've ever seen Will Clifford make. Nonetheless, plays on. Trinka down low, he shoots it around. Wimet puts it in. Empty net for the Blitz. They're throwing everything out here to try and get one to get this comeback started. Only 2.5 minutes left.
They're just going to chip. They're just going to chip and chase a bit. There's an icing.
Oh, that's icing. That's going to head back into the Blitz zone. Ivans will come back into goal. And there will be a face-off in the Blitz zone.
I don't think Adelaide's going to be too concerned about having shots at the empty net when Brisbane pulls their goalie. I think it's just going to be chip and chase. You've got a 4-goal lead, so you just don't want to do anything, turn over any pucks. And hopefully they'll be able to, for their sake, they just want to kill the clock at this stage.
Yeah, you can see there, Robson just backed off straight away.
Off, not being too aggressive.
Not being aggressive Absolutely. At all and keeping it into the Blitz zone. All right, and here come the Generals with the long pass. Oh, Ivans was heading to his net, but he came back just in case. But icing is the call, so that'll be down into the General zone. And it looks like we've got a timeout called by the Blitz. Just 2 minutes left here in this game, Ryan. Blitz are going to try and get one, but geez, they need to get 1, 2, 3, 4 all very quickly.
That's right. So
if they're going to push this to overtime.
Should mention here, Blair, like Australian Junior Ice Hockey League. So these are franchises. They're not state teams per se. So we've got some WA players on the Adelaide Generals. So we got Luke Doyle, Drew Robson, Matty Valancourt. On that team, so they've come over from Perth to be in this tournament. Melbourne Glaciers have a number of players as well, so really is a national event. And yeah, so shout out to those players, their families, because it's a big airlift from Perth. We've all gone there. They tend to come here a lot more, so appreciate all those players being in the tournament.
Indeed it is, and those players you just mentioned, a solid pickup for the Adelaide team.
It's absolutely excellent, yeah.
Making a big difference for the Generals.
I'll mention too, I mean, that Ben Bro from WA came over to coach the Glaciers. So again, real national event here, which is fantastic.
And Braden Maybe, I think, is also here from the West Coast.
Braden Maybe with the Glaciers, Levan Detroit, so. And don't forget Dylan Dewar. So, yeah, fantastic representation from WA.
All right, last couple of minutes here to wrap this one up. Blitz with their goalie out, so they're playing 6-on-5. Really looking to get one here. Not giving up yet. Goes back to Katakovic. Katakovic puts it down into Lockie Clifford. Brother Will picks that up. Oh, and what do we got? We've got a call. Nets off the moorings, and And the face-off's going to be in the general zone, so I'd suggest they would say that the Generals player knocked it off himself.
I didn't really see what happened there in front, but obviously the nets come off, so we'll reset the face-off. But look, it gives Adelaide a chance to freshen the troops.
And a long shot. And icing will be the call. I didn't notice who shot that, but obviously they were going for the net, trying to get an open net goal and a tick beside the scored goal.
Face-off's huge here.
Game. And one cleanly by the Blitz. Oh, and that shot by Katakovic bounces out and Sheridan pops it in. And that shot in front was blocked by Tyler Boyle, and he's in some pain getting off the ice. And to rub salt in the wound, he blocked the shot and it bounced right to the Blitz player who roofed it up over Trinka.
Yeah, you know, I'll go back to saying that we talked about chip and chase, and actually Adelaide had the first face-off there. They win the draw, clean goal for the open net, didn't work, and then it comes back, and then it's in the back of your net. So sometimes just a little chip off the wall, kill the clock is the best way to go, but still a minute 36 to go here.
And another attempt at net, and that's knocked down by Katakovic. Katakovic puts it up to goal scorer Sheridan. Sheridan going in, being watched by Doyle. He's trying to get it back to Ouimet, who's aggressively pinching. Ouimet back to Sheridan. Sheridan looking to his D, and it bounces over the stick of Will Clifford. And Chen in a big hard chase with Will Clifford. They've been battling with their speed versus speed.
Just gonna rag it on the wall here, I think.
Chen just trying to waste a bit of time now with a minute left. And the Blitz, here they come. They've got some numbers. They're gonna try and get another one here. Make it a 2-goal game as soon as they can. Time's running out. Oh, and that didn't help the cause. Lucky Clifford trying to get into the zone, just 45 seconds left. All the way around. Ouimet keeps it in. Generals trying to clear. And this time they do, and a chance. Oh, and that goes off a skate and down in the corner where Chen's just gonna try and waste the last 25 seconds, no doubt. Picked up by Sheridan. Sheridan decides he's gonna have a carry himself. Still going. Last 10 seconds. Shot on goal, rebound. And the puck is cleared, and the Adelaide Generals are the gold medal winning team at the Australian Junior Ice Hockey League final.
Oh, well, look, fantastic hockey game. Hats off to Brisbane. I think they ran out of legs there a little bit. It was a tough road for them. Adelaide played a real smart game, played to their strengths, and as a result, they're the gold medalists. So congratulations to Adelaide. And Blair, I'm going to have to leave you and our viewers because I have to get down there for the closing ceremony. So It's been a pleasure sharing the broadcast booth with you, Blair, and appreciate you doing the play-by-play. And all the best.
It's been fun, Ryan. Thanks for coming along board and being the color guy. For those who don't know, Ryan and I were a little bit of a last-minute addition here to this, but fortunately there was the opportunity to get some commentary onto the games, and I hope for all the viewers that it's been a better brand of hockey watching. So thank you very much, Ryan, and we'll see you down on the ice from afar. So the Adelaide Generals celebrating their gold medal victory here at the Australian Junior Ice Hockey Championships. Brisbane, I don't think they'll be unhappy about their performance this week. They came down. They've worked very, very hard. They had an opportunity in their 8th game in 100 hours to see if they could take out gold. But no, in the end, the Generals managed to win it 4-1. Goalies having a good powwow there at center ice, congratulating each other on a couple of good games. As Ryan talked about before, a lot of these players would know each other through the years, playing against each other in national championships up through the under 13 age group, which is the Ginsberg tournament, the under 15 group, which is De Vries, the under 18 group, which many of these still play in, which is the Tange tournament, and now on to the AJIHL. They also would have spent a lot of time together in national development camps. Ice Hockey Australia runs national development camps at the under 13 level. That's coming up in January, where there will be about 80 under 13-year-olds invited to national development camp. That happens here in Newcastle in this very ice rink, where they'll be on the ice a couple times a day. They'll have a whole week together, staying in accommodation together, dining together, training together, and developing themselves as ice hockey players. So that's the under 13 group. And the under 17 group does the same thing. That's a bit of a smaller cohort. There's about 40 under 17 players who come to national development camp at that level. And they also do it in Newcastle, and that is the week before the under 13's national development camp. So that's all coming up in January. It is basically now going into what is generally the off season here in Australia, but in saying that, there's still some national championships, world championships. So here at this event, there's been some scouts and making some selections for the under 18 Australian team and the under 20 Australian team. The under 20 team is playing in the Div 3 World Championships in Istanbul, Turkey. That's going to happen in January, and I'm not sure if it's officially announced yet, but I understand the under 18 World Championships, I believe that's Division 2B in Sofia, Bulgaria, and I think that is going to be in March of next year. You can't see, but down below me, the Blitz team are all going around and giving hugs to team manager Julie Fixter, while the Adelaide team thanking their fans for their support in winning the gold medal here at the Australian Junior Ice Hockey Championships. I think the Blitz will be disappointed that they didn't win, but at the same time I think they'll be proud of their effort. The Blitz have 4 players who are 16 years old, including 2 on defense. This is an under 20 event, so 16 years old is a long way off. There were 11 16-year-old players at this event and 13 17-year-old players. So these are players that are no doubt getting a look for the under 18 national team that I just mentioned. And the Blitz players thanking their fans, and the fans reciprocating that for the effort that's been shown this week. A lot of hockey's been played, and here we are at the end. We're not going to have our closing ceremonies. We'll keep staying on camera for the closing ceremonies. I may not talk continuously through all of this, but at the moment I'll keep going. So I see they're setting up the medals table and the championship trophy over on the far side. Previously, my broadcast partner Ryan O'Hanley just being handled the microphone. That's him in the middle there, looking over our way. And I've seen him run these before. So this will go fairly quickly. Ryan likes to get through these pretty quickly. So he's just asked all the teams to come on the ice for the closing ceremonies. So we'll obviously still have all the gear on for the teams that just played. The gold medal winning Adelaide Generals, the silver medal winning Brisbane Blitz, and over on the side coming out without clear on, led by their captain Tommy Moncrief of the bronze winning team, Sydney Sabres. And we'll also be expecting the Melbourne Glaciers and the Northern Wolfpack on the ice here shortly as well. I think everybody's got to be proud of the hockey that was played this week. It was, as we touched on during our broadcast, it was all in great spirit. There was not a fight of any kind. There was not a major penalty that was caused by poor behavior. And so I think that's hats off to everybody in that regard, and they should all be proud of themselves. As we said, a lot of these players know each other, and although it's battle hard when you're on the ice, it's respect as well, and that's really important in ice hockey, and especially ice hockey in Australia. where it's a smaller community. It's a close-knit community. There's about 5,000 ice hockey players in Australia. I'm not sure of the number of juniors in that. I think it would be less than half, so I'm going to take a crack that there might be a couple of thousand junior players. Terminology-wise, junior in Australia tends to mean under 20. In some states they refer that as under 18s, but nonetheless, our junior cohort is a couple of thousand strong, perhaps even less. And this is the best of the best here of the under 20s. And I'm going to hand it over to Ryan O'Handley, who's talking on the microphone.
Officials, fans, parents, what a great event. This was fantastic. I want to thank, first of all, I want to thank the players. You guys, we asked a lot of you this week to play this much hockey in this shorter period of time. You put your bodies on the line. You know, and the effort was continuous, it was genuine, the compete level was very high, and more importantly though, I think the camaraderie off the ice between teams and between players was outstanding. So, big round of applause for all you players for what you did. We'd also like to thank Ice Hockey New South Wales for bringing together the event and the hard work of Don Watt. She did a fantastic job to bring this event together in quite short notice. We'd like to thank Gary Dory and the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. I think everybody that's here today realizes that when you play an event here in Newcastle, you're treated extremely well. We value hockey, we appreciate that. I know Gary I think he was doing everything the last 2 days, including driving the Zamboni, so we really appreciate all your efforts, Gary. So big round of applause to Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. Also Space Lake Sports for the live stream, and Blair Ivins put his hand up to the play-by-play commentary, so thanks very much for that. I think that was much appreciated by everybody that was tuning in at home. Also, all the volunteers, scorekeepers, timekeepers, we had a lot of people that was the first time they've been involved in something like this, so we really appreciate all those people. We really do. We can't have these events without you. We hope they come back and help us out again, because these events are wonderful, wonderful opportunities, and we do appreciate all the volunteers that assisted with that. Very special thanks to Active Back Care. So our physio staff, medical staff this tournament, you guys had a lineup on what's in those boots, boys, hey? Everybody was in those boots, so thank you very much. That medical team was fantastic, we appreciate it. And last but not least, of course, I'd like to thank the AJIHL Commissioner, Jill. So thank you, Jill, for all of that. So we'll do the medal presentations, and as tradition in the gold medal game, we are going to present the officials with their gold medals. And these guys did an outstanding job. I think how many games? Some of you worked 11, 12 games. It was an outstanding effort by these officials. We really appreciate it. And come forward and accept your gold medals. I just want to make a special mention to
Rob Love and Nick Eyre, who received AJIHL cards for this year. And Nick Eyre has been assigned a World Championship as a referee. He's doing the Under-20 World Championships, the one that we're going to in Istanbul at the end of January. Congratulations. Some of the team and individual awards. The first award is the Fair Play Award, and this is to the team that has the least penalty minutes for the tournament, and it exhibits a high level of fair play and camaraderie, and it goes to the Sydney Wolfpack. Captain, come forward, please. All right, our next award is the best defenseman as voted by the teams, and the best defenseman for the 2022 AJIHL Showcase from the Adelaide Generals, Luke Doyle. The next award is for best goaltender of the tournament, again as voted by the teams. No surprise here with 3 shutouts, well, 2 shutouts and almost a shutout was the Adelaide Generals, Matthews Trinka. Congratulations, Matthews. Okay, the next award is for the tournament's leading scorer, and that goes to, from the Brisbane Blitz, Lachlan Clifford. Now we have an award for this competition every year. It's called Rookie of the Year. Now obviously we've had a 2-year shutdown, so we have a lot of rookies in this event. So just so everyone knows, a rookie is someone who has never played in the Australian Junior Ice Hockey League competition. And again, Rookie of the Year for the 2022 Showcase as voted by the teams from the Adelaide Generals is Daniel Chen. As voted by the teams, and for 2022 the most valuable player from the Brisbane Blitz is Lachlan Clifford. So now I will do the medal presentations, and we'll call forward the Sydney Sabres to accept their bronze medals. Well done today, this morning, guys. It was a fantastic hockey game. Congratulations. Come forward and accept your medals. to accept their gold medals, the Adelaide Generals. The Nathan Walker Cup to the captain of the Adelaide Generals, Noah Allen.
That's it. You heard Ryan O'Hanley declare the tournament close, and what a great event it's been for anyone who's had the opportunity to tune in either to the live streams or to be able to be here at Hunter Ice Skating Stadium and watch some of this hockey. It's been terrific and a great tournament as fun and been had by all. Recapping some of those awards that were just given out, the goalie of the tournament was given to Matis Trinka of the Adelaide Generals. He had a fine tournament, very, very strong goalie. Lots of other good goaltending performances from a number of goalies across many different teams. So Matis Trinka truly did stand out above the rest. Best defense also to the Adelaide Generals, and that was Mr. Luca Doyle who won that event. They won that award. The Rookie of the Men, another one for the Adelaide Generals, 3 in a row. That went to Daniel Chen. The High Scorer Award, that was from the Brisbane Blitz, Lockie Clifford. And Lockie Clifford also from the Brisbane Blitz winning the Most Valuable Player of the Tournament Award. Fair Play Award went to the Northern Wolfpack. So that is it here. Wrapping up the tournament, we know you are aware, you just saw the medal presentations, that the Adelaide Generals are the gold medal winners, the Brisbane Blitz winning silver, and the Sydney Sabres winning bronze in this event. My name is Blair Ivans, and on behalf of myself, thank you to the organizers and to the broadcast team who have done a great job bringing this event on live stream. Thank you everybody, and play safe out there. Keep your stick on the ice.